I ever walked up to the producer asked me to do something and I said no, my ass would be gone so fast that his foot would be so far up my ass that I wouldn't have it there.
I understand.
That's the reality.
Well, see, this is why we wanted to talk, because we're not getting the truth. We don't know what the truth is.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth.
And I feel like we are owed that.
Okay.
You're right. The reason why I don't say things, because I don't want to bug everybody with what's going on with Harry and I, okay, is, and I think Rudy can, and he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to get involved, but all I ask Harry all the time is when you're doing low budget stuff, and there's people that work low budget stuff here, it's not always what you want it to be. It isn't. Things change.
Absolutely.
So when I was shooting yesterday, and I'm moving something over here because I have to do this, or the light's going down, there's a sun and then there's no sun, and I have to go from a master to here because I can't see the sky, and Harry comes in and goes, that's not the shot.
Right.
Oh, I know, but I'm changing. Yeah, but why don't you tell me you're changing the shot? I don't have time to tell you I'm changing the shot. It's 7 o'clock at night. Leave me alone, and I know what I need to get.
Right.
So I nicely have said many times, just stand over there, and when I need you, you know,
Right.
just be Aisha, if I need you, okay, I need you, but coming over and constantly, he'll tell you, he reiterates and reiterates and reiterates and reiterates. You're telling me what
I guess where we're coming from is, if that was a problem from day one, why wasn't that addressed? Why did it get to this point?
Harry,
where we have this complete failure of leadership. That's what the truth is.
Hold on, let me respond. It was just that it didn't happen from day one. It progressively got worse.
Okay.
Got worse to where he was, even like yesterday, he'll tell you, how many times did I say to you, is camera ready? And you say yes. When I said to Harry, I need the actors in 5, I always say to him, how long? 5 minutes. I need the actors in 5 minutes. That's what Harry's job is. I need the actors in 5 minutes. Give me the actors, I don't care how you get them. So camera's ready, and I go, where's the actors? He goes, oh, they're in their trailer. What do you mean they're in their trailer? I already told you I needed them. So nothing is getting, same thing, Judd, okay? Perfect example. Who told you to go home yesterday? Who released you yesterday?
I told Harry I was leaving.
Okay. Harry never told me a thing. I turn around to shoot interviews with Muse, and he gets stills for the poster.
And you're still.
My still man is gone. Harry never told me that. So I've gotten to a point where I'm so frustrated that a little thing sets me off. It's not directed at anybody. And I've apologized several times to people, including Wes. Where's Wes?
I'm here.
Okay, where?
Right in front of you.
Oh. Said to Harry yesterday, where's Wes? He said, Wes is coming. Okay? Wes was way off where he was, and I saw his back to me, and he's sitting there fiddling with stuff. I couldn't see what he was doing. I said, well, no, I need him now, he's not coming. He said, no, he's coming. Didn't turn around, didn't get on his walk and say, Wes, how far away are you? Harry's right here. 3 or 4 minutes go by, I said, he's still standing there. Now the actors are bitching at me that you guys don't hear either. Why are we sitting here? We're sitting in this car, it's hot. Where's the sound go? So I finally yelled to Wes, Wes! He turned around, he screamed back at me, rightfully so, because what he was doing was he was becoming mobile. Harry didn't say he needs 5 minutes because he needs to go from where he is to be mobile so he can come into the car. So when Wes came over, what did I do?
You apologize.
How many times?
You still apologize.
Okay. Still today, this morning when I saw him in his truck, I apologized to him again. So it's not that I'm being a dick to people, it's that my main person that I communicate with, that communicates to everybody else, is not sharing what I'm sharing with him. I'm thinking he is, so now I think it's just, okay, what's he doing over there, smoking a cigarette?
Well, again, this is what to me, that's a problem when you're 80, for whatever reason, lack of experience. Who knows what the reasons are? It looks like that would have been addressed day one, and then we wouldn't be where we are today.
Well, we're here now, okay? So, but I just want to interject. I'm going to be very brutally honest with this, okay? This is the way it went down today. This morning I went to Johnny, he says, I want Harry up. I want to fire. I went and I fired Harry. Then we had a meeting with Johnny, Rudy was there, and Jerry was there, and we convinced Johnny to keep Harry on board because, you know, he doesn't work like we're just going to off away from each other, okay? I went to Harry and I said, you're back on the short you want to be.
First AD.
Let me finish. okay? He came back to me and said, under this condition, okay, he says, everybody in the crew gets $25 more. And I said, no, I do not have the money. Because the bottom line is, he wants to get a raise, and he's using you as a card to get that raise.
He said you guys were all going to walk if
Yeah,
he
he
got
said all
fired.
you guys are going to walk if that $25 is not there.
The consensus was we were going to walk if he was fired based on simple ego between the director and
Well,
himself.
that- he didn't
Because
tell you
then that
about the
means all the
$25,
jobs are in
okay?
jeopardy.
They're not.
You know?
Again, we're not seeing leadership.
The reason why I'm using
Y'all
this,
can't even get along. Y'all fight amongst the
I'm
group.
taking over. I put off my transportation hat, my craft services hat. Fuck all that. I'm going to be on set from now on. Okay? Harry's not here. I will run this set.
I mean, all I
Everybody
can
comes
say
to me.
personally, y'all have been good to me.
Okay.
You've been fair to me. You've been honest
Right.
with me.
Okay, sir. From now
But-
on.
let him
But it just seems like, and again,
Yeah.
I'm sort of speaking for the crew here,
Yeah.
is, you know, a lot of these guys, this is their first movie.
I
And
understand
this
that.
is
So
their
let's
experience
all-
of what movie
Let's
making
all
is.
tone it down. We're halfway through the movie.
Absolutely.
Okay. From now on, anybody comes to me directly. Okay? Whatever the orders are, it has to be up the chain to me, and I will take responsibility for that. There's no Harry, there's no Chantal, whatever. I am taking responsibility from this point on. You come to me. I make
Okay.
all the calls.
So,
Okay?
well, I'm gonna talk now. I'm gonna say that personally, I think Harry did a great job in organizing the show. You know, putting the stuff together, shooting schedule. He knows the shows well. There was a problem. The problem was personal level between Harry and Johnny, and between Harry and Joe. So it became a problem running the set because there's too much tension on that level.
Dynamics of that.
And the dynamic is really bad. I'm not happy about him being fired, and I don't want him to be fired. And trying to find a solution to keep him on the show, doing some production work, keeping the show organized, but not running the set itself. And I know it's been very disorganized. You know, I've been on a lot of small and big shows, and it's been extremely disorganized. But we have to finish the show.
Absolutely.
And bottom line, we're here to do a job. We get hard to do a job. We got to finish the job. And there's a lot of tension. We don't like people to let go, and I don't want people to be let go. But we got to finish the job. So now everybody should take a notch down, address the issues. Craft service, coffee in the morning, being told where to go, how to get there, and things to be a little more organized on that level. And when there's a problem, one person should be in charge on set of organizing that. If people don't know where to go, they say stop. Where do I go? Maps should be going with the call sheet every day. That should be fixed. Every morning when the call sheet goes, the map should be. If there's a change, a new map should be sent right away, so everybody's got on their phone and know where to go. I mean, those little things can be fixed easily. Now, let's try to put our heads down all together and try to get going to work, so we can get as much stuff. We're not going to finish what we're supposed to do next Thursday. We all know that.
Right.
Let's try to get as much as we can. Do that. So if anybody has issues now, they should look to right now. So this is my main problem. How can we fix that? This is really stopping me from doing my job. This is really making me upset. What can we do to fix it? And everybody should go individually or per department. Because individually is going to take too long. Each department has to write out and give him the list of his own problems. How things can be done. That's what I have to say. I want to get down, next Thursday and try to shoot as much as we can. And, if people can be more respectful, not badmouth each other, I think it would be a lot helpful. Just keep in mind, that's not good bad about other people. Even if you see they're not doing their job well, things should be better. Let's try to keep a notch down. Let's try to get along together.
and just the thing I want to add is even with the craft service stuff and everything else, I came to you and said, give me a list. I went to people, what do you know?
And we gave a list to go.
You went out and got it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that too. Okay, I think what then what we should do is if we're talking about what normally happens is department heads don't go to people below them. They go to people above them, as a rule.
Right.
And does that happen? Yeah, a lot of them do that. But if it goes to him, now, I can't blame Colton if he didn't turn it in.
Right.
The guy's never worked on a movie in his life. He's
We
never
all
drove
realize
anything
that.
bigger than a van. He drove us to set the other day in the van. He said, "This is the biggest vehicle I've ever driven." It's cute. So if you're getting something in your department head, it needs to go to somebody that can put it into play. You know, even if you had given it back to me, even I would have made sure that it got to him at least. I wouldn't have gone to the store myself and
I
bought
go
it.
to him, come to me. He goes up the chain and I get it from the department heads.
But I'm okay with somebody saying
I'll
something to me, obviously, and doing
disseminate it where it
something.
has to go.
What's that?
The
Oh.
trouble is, there's this
Can we have-
cross thing where somebody says something and they run and it's coming from them, right? And they don't understand the ramifications of that because I know where everything is. Okay, so just come to me.
So I guess the consensus is then it comes down to whatever individually y'all want to do. You hear their story, you've heard Harry's story. You have to make.
Can I also say something, guys? As the DIT, I'm seeing all the footage coming in. Guys, excuse 1 second. I see all the footage coming every day, right? I'm the only person here that sees what everyone is doing. I see your hard work. I see your hard work. I see your hard work. Everyone's hard work comes across every day across my computer, right? We're running around, busting our ass, doing all this crazy shit, blood, sweat, and tears. Well, guess what? We don't have a shit movie. We got an incredibly beautiful film thanks to this amazing cinematographer. And not only that, we got 2 actors that are able to deliver every single time. Now, that doesn't happen on these low-budget movies, all right? Majority of the footage doesn't work, the acting's but we've got an incredible film. Guys, pat yourself on the back for a second, because we do have an incredible film in the can. Johnny, I mean, it looks great. Everything looks great.
Well, that's
So,
because of these guys.
you know what? Bullshit aside, we are making a beautiful looking film.
And
you know?
even
That's-
these guys, I think you went into his room the other night and looked at stuff right now.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen on a low budget movie. It doesn't happen on a big budget movie. They were invited to go see the footage because they're focus pullers and they need to see what they're doing and everything else, and they sat with them. This doesn't happen. So I want people to know the stuff is happening that never happens on low budget movies, and we're trying. We're trying. I mean, it's a $300,000 budget. It's not, do you ever see RVs like that?
No, I don't have a budget like that.
You ever see one like this?
No.
You see a cube truck, and that's a grip truck in your camera truck.
Right.
You know, I came, you said you needed an extra guy. What did I say? Immediately okay. I didn't go, well,
Right.
I asked you what equipment you needed. The next day we went to Rick and got the equipment you needed.
That's what I said. Y'all have been good to me.
And we can't even afford it.
personally. I'm just speaking for the community.
I mean,
What
I'm
do you
Brittany
feel?
wants to say
Really left
something.
out.
Brittany, you want to say something?
I'm a protocol kind of person, and safety on this set has not been up to par. Low budget, big budget, doesn't matter. There should always be vests, safety harnesses, things that need to be done. I will never again get in the middle of a highway. Shooting like that again was not okay with it. It's not comfortable. I told people this.
And you're right.
There was not enough harnesses for the people on the process trailer. Not okay. No one's life is worth a movie. Never is. We're the heart of the movie right here.
Right.
Crews all over the world will tell you that. We've always been underappreciated at times, and safety should always be
Okay,
number one.
Who's our safety officer? I mean, typically,
I've been.
you know.
Well, it really is the AD to enforce that.
When scenes are switched up on a dime, priority should have those safety issues should be
Well,
there
the
right
process
then
trailer was
and
never
there.
changed. It was always on those days.
But the scene in the middle of the highway,
Which one?
Look, on this about we should let wear vests when you work.
yeah, it was coming nighttime. Like no one could. That was
That's
not okay by any means. And I don't care how many times I've done guerrilla filmmaking. Nobody should do stuff like that. There should have been at least 2 officers there. There was a lot of things that safety should be number one always, no matter
That is why we had a
what.
police officer there.
So-
And behind, I mean, there was 2 cars that were blocking camera. Now, could a semi, if you were wearing an orange vest and the guy was drunk on a semi, and loses control and runs that way, your vest isn't going to stop the semi.
I fell out of a Tahoe that day, backwards. Hitch hit my ribs.
What did?
The hitch on the back of the Tahoe. Because everybody was rushing. It was all rushed. It wasn't, maybe it wasn't the best idea for me to fit, but that was the only way I could fit in. So, I just want to say that safety is number one, and
It
we should be
absolutely
taken care of always.
It is.
So,
yeah. I mean,
I don't
it
mean
is. And
I don't
stupid.
mean to sound, I know my tone is very
No,
it's taken
but
differently,
no
but
one-
it's just
No
that's
one should do
huge.
something they feel unsafe.
Exactly.
If anyone feels unsafe about doing something, they should be doing it.
Right.
They should come to the first AD and say, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe.
And I cannot
And that's and everybody respect that.
exactly
See, I'm hearing from you right now that for the first time.
because
no idea, Phil.
I don't go to the director with that issue. I go to the first, which was he really. I know I told Rudy too. He overheard me
Yeah.
talking
Well,
about it.
yeah.
Well, it's
And,
not his position to come to me. It is the
Yeah, but then
AD's. So,
it
so
goes-
the AD knew you fell out of a Tahoe.
Well, I'm the head of the department, so I should
Yeah,
talk to me. and
but
there's no-
it never got up to food shade because I would have gotten you.
well,
guys
it was
vest.
fine.
Yeah, but
But the vest should be
It's too late.
come in a kit. You should have a safety vest everywhere you go. You should have a first aid kit everywhere you go. And communication. I think that's what
The
we all
communication's
need.
the biggest
No one. We were out in the parking lot for 3 hours. We could have just had hey, people were in meetings. We had to come up and be, ask people where are we gonna go. I had to come up there. No one came around to every department, and so I had to go up there and ask. So just communication is, I think,
You're right.
it's better. We need it better. So,
Totally agree.
I think the consensus of this is that, in everyone's opinion, I don't think Harry's the only problem. I mean,
He's not.
and I definitely don't feel that way. I've only worked on 5 or 6 films, but I've been a part of teams my entire life, and that's what this is, a team.
Right.
And we're not acting like a team. Every time I come to set, I've heard at least one cussing match from higher individuals that are supposed to be leaders on this set. Every day I've been on set, on a faith-based film at that. So Harry is not the only issue here, in my opinion. So do I think Harry deserves to be fired? No, because she's not the only problem.
That's what we're all doing.
Yeah, it wasn't. Anybody that doesn't do their job does deserve to be fired. That's just a fact. Here's the thing. You want to talk about safety? Unfortunately, God rest her soul, the girl that got killed hit by a train.
Sarah Jane.
Okay, how big of a budget was that? That guy's never gonna ever make another movie. I can tell you that.
Is Harry, my question would be, is Harry getting all the information that he needs in order to do his job properly? Is the main
Yeah,
question.
I
this
don't
is
want-
the consensus. We feel like he's getting fired purely for ego.
It's not though. You're asking me. I don't know what to say. Either you can believe me or not believe me.
It's not up to me to believe. It's for the whole crew to believe.
Well, there isn't. This is what I'm saying. If let me ask you a question. If you said to your grip guy, "Go grab that flag," and he said you no, is that an ego thing? If you turn around and say to him, "Get it or you're fired," is that an ego for you now? Or
Not at all.
Okay. There's several. I kept dealing with this for as long as I've been dealing with it to give him the benefit of the doubt. And there was one day he changed. And it was really calm that day. It was like 2 days ago. And he came up to me, he apologized to Joey, he said, "I'm really sorry," yada yada, tomorrow's gonna, and he was really quiet. Because we'd be doing an intense scene and go, "Okay, roll camera, roll sound!" And Joey would go, "Dude, I can't, And I tell him, he just constantly did it.
Well, obviously that's chocolate to lack of experience. He
I understand.
hasn't done a lot.
You can't do low budget movies and have an ego. There's no time for one.
I don't think you can be a filmmaker and have an ego.
That's what, I've worked with a lot of different, believe me.
It's not.
I've worked on some big budget movies. There isn't a head person that doesn't have an ego. But on low budget, there's a ton.
everybody's free to quit anytime they want.
Well, that's
I'm free to quit.
Right.
I'm free to quit.
Yeah.
Anybody's ready. Everybody wants to quit. They're ready.
all we wanted was just an honest explanation
It's
because
just like,
we felt like we were pulling out of the driveway of a hotel and we didn't even know where we were going.
See, that's weird because he knew where we were going.
just
He,
like
now
no free
again,
bands,
he explained. He talked to. You know what?
You're right.
It's true.
What? We're all free men. Everybody wants to quit. They don't
yeah.
want to stay. I understand.
I mean, here's the thing.
I respect everybody wants opinion.
Here's the thing. I have a team that I've worked with. Even he has a team of people in LA. I have resumes 20 people deep that work for dirt.
Right.
I didn't bring them, and I'm not saying that against anything. When I tell you my right hand to God, I have a script supervisor that was on my last movie, got paid $112 a day, and had a Surface Pro that ran video and shots and everything else, and handed me stuff at the end of the night that would scare you for $112 a day.
That's not fair to anybody.
Well, that's what it is. That's the legal allotment for a 12-hour day in California. I didn't bring crew here because I want to spend the money in Mississippi.
Absolutely.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why.
Well, I think the fact is,
And my people wouldn't quit. My people, I wouldn't.
a lot about Mississippi.
What's that?
I think the fact that a lot of the Mississippians are still here and we're talking and we haven't
Well, that's what I'm
walked,
saying.
That
Yeah.
says a lot about us.
Yeah. And when a crew knows you, you know, it's like, you know, I worked in restaurants for many years. I was chef in restaurants. As a kid growing up, my father owned restaurants. I worked in every one of them. Is when you have a hot pan of oil, you don't walk up to the person and go, "Hey Bob, scooch in a little bit. I got this hot oil. I don't want to burn you with it." It's move behind, coming through.
Right.
And that's how on low budget. There's no disrespect. I'm not disrespecting this guy. You know, I don't want to burn him. Here's a perfect example. Steve Jobs, one of the most hated guys in the world. Am I right? Everybody know that?
Right.
The most successful company in the world, because his thing was Apple. Apple.
Right.
Apple. If you weren't Apple, you were just gone. It didn't matter. And it wasn't because he was a dick, or measuring his dick, or an ego. It's that his fiduciary obligation was to Apple,
Right.
like mine is to my investors.
Absolutely.
So I don't mean any disrespect, but when it's time to move and the sun's going down, I gotta move. I can't walk over and go,
Well, again, the issue is not you being disrespectful to us. It's just it was the fact that we feel like a man is being fired over ego and not because of a lack of.
what's the ego?
Have you guys got the answer?
experience.
Let me give you a perfect example of what ego would be.
We just wanted the truth.
Okay, I want you all to point to my RV.
You don't have one.
You're right. You ever see me sit down?
No.
Okay. How many people sit in my chair every day? But me. Everybody. An ego would be, "Hey pal, you see, it says Johnny Remo here, buddy. Can you get out of my chair, please?"
Right.
Yeah, but nobody sees it. I don't care, it's my chair. That's ego. I don't have an ego. I really don't.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't.
I'm just saying the perception of the crew was
Well, what can I do
Now,
to
if
change
we
that?
were
I would
wrong,
hope my
I
action-
wanted you to explain it to us.
Have you got the explanation
Have you gotten your
need
explanation?
prove
Are you
otherwise?
comfortable now that it wasn't all ego?
Because I have. I mean, I have.
I just
Yeah,
feel
we
like
didn't make a
that.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of logistical stuff.
Yeah.
One more thing, or
That's all it
at
is.
least for me. So I take my direction from the first AD. I know when sound's rolling, when he calls sound speed, I know what to do. Who am I supposed to take direction from? Because that's
Okay.
person.
Right. And I'm going to tell you something.
That's
that-
our
that
boss,
might not make me feel
mine.
comfortable, but is we did talk to Harry, and we're okay with Harry just being where you're at. The camera is right here, and I go, ready. But
y'all
he'll tell
can't
you.
get together and work it out.
Well, Harry doesn't seem to want to. Ask him. You talked to him on the phone several times.
Then he's
Well,
got.
no,
have a
we're
job for
old
Harry.
enough. We can come to the table. We can shake hands. We can do
You
this.
spoke to him how many times did you speak?
I really tried to get Harry to
And he-
stay around
and all he
do
kept
it
doing was threatening.
in a slightly different manner, and he's choosing not to.
Because his ego is hurt. I'm gonna go open
That's
up the
ego.
talk, and if y'all wanna make a movie, then
That's
No,
it.
but it's
So who
still-
are we going to take direction from? I need that's still not.
I'm going to tell you something that's not going to make me comfortable.
So right now it's gonna run the set today.
okay.
That's right.
So are you the first right
He's the
now?
first
I'm the first.
So you're going to
Let
call?
me say something
Okay.
about lunch while we're all together. A change of more pleasant subject.
Wait a minute. Do we
No.
have to have lunch there? Can we move it here?
So I'm getting ready to say one. I'm way ahead of you. Sorry. Are y'all comfortable eating here with less tables and chairs? We sit on the grass in this atmosphere, or else we have to drive west of town, like a 12-minute drive, to have more chairs and air
We
conditioning.
can say, we can.
I would say whatever gets you first.
Man, we have enough room to
Okay, I say we stay here for lunch, but I know everybody likes to have a table and
Doesn't
a
matter
chair.
for me.
Okay, so we're gonna have lunch here.